Oh, hello and welcome. I'll be doing a series of short speaks on SQL. SQL is structured query language. I'm using a free online tool, w3schools.com, so you can also try it out. So basically, I'll be focusing on data manipulation language. It's the category of SQL. Basically, if you want to retrieve data from the database, if you want to update, if you want to delete, if you want to insert. So the most common one that most users use is retrieving records from the database, and that's where the select statement is being used. So let's go ahead with the short tutorial. I'll try to make it very brief. So the sample we have here, select, the syntax is, what do you want to do? I want to select. The asterisk is wildcard character, which means select all from customers. Select all from customers. If I run this query, it should give us all the records in the customer table. Okay, so we have 91 records. Select all from customers, 91 records. This is a simple select statement. Select all from customers. But let's assume we only want to select the customer with the ID 1. That will be this record. So what we'll do is select all from customers. We go to the next line where customer ID equals 1. So what we're saying is, database, we want you to select from the customer table where the customer has an ID 1. So let's run it. Okay, so it's done it. Customer ID 1. This is the record. That is simple select statement. What we did where we put the where customer ID is what is called the where clause. That's like a condition to filter the records. Now let's assume we now want to search for all those whose city is London and Madrid. So let's first alter this back. So we have all our records back. So we want those whose cities London and Madrid. Please take note. Select all from customers where city in then bracket, it is values from the system and it is text or string. London, comma, Madrid, and we close it. So what we've done is select all from customers where the city they live in is in Madrid or London. You can even set other parameters like Berlin, Mexico, DF, and the rest. So let's run it. Okay, so it's shown us only those who live in London, Madrid, just those two parameters. Now, so if you are having to use multiple where conditions. This is how you use it. Where city in, or where country in, or where age in. So that is how you use it. But let's assume it is just London alone. You could use where city in London, or just say where city equals London. That would also work. So London is all that we have here. So that's simply a select statement, how it runs. Let's quickly go on to update statement. An update statement is being used when you need to alter a particular record or a group of records. Whenever you need to alter a record or a group of records. So it also has its own syntax, which is syntax just means the proper arrangement of something for the computer to be able to understand and then accept it. So the syntax is update. What do you want to update, or where do you want to update from? You want to update customers. That is, you want to update the customers table. Next thing is which field or which column the customers table do you want to update. So we use, so I don't confuse people, let me remove this. Update customers. Next line, set contact name. Set contact name equals. So I want to change the contact name to my own name, Shola Oshinawa. Now, if I leave it like this, it's going to change all the records in the database, in the customer table, which is 91 records, change their contact name to Shola Oshinawa. But I only want it to change the customer ID 4. The person whose customer ID is 4, change the contact name. So I want it to change Thomas Adi to Shola. So where customer ID equals 4. So let's see. It tells us you have made changes to the database. Rows affected 1. So let's just confirm. So to confirm, remember, we are now going to select again. We want to confirm. So we go to use a select statement. So select from customers. Select all from customers, which is wildcard character where customer ID is 4. So basically I want to quickly retrieve all the record for the person whose customer ID is 4 to see whether Shola Oshinawa will be a value there. So yes, it's done that. Shola Oshinawa is the value under the contact name. So we've quickly dealt with select statement and an update statement. The next statement I want us to look at is an insert statement. An insert statement is used when you want to insert a new record. You want to append, you want to add a new record into the database. So it also has its own syntax, which is as follows: insert into. What table do you want to insert into? Customers. What are the column name under customer that you want to insert. So let's assume customer name and contact name. So you simply said insert to customer name and contact. So we want into the customer name field and contact name field under the customer record. We want to add values. But what are the values? The next thing we have to state the values. Values. Remember, just as we did when we were doing the select statement in London and Madrid, we had to use quotation mark. So values, what are the values? For customer name, let's assume I want the value John Jameson. For contact name, I want to put maybe the name of the wife of John Jameson. Let's assume her name is Jeanette Jameson. So let's remember at the end of each statement we put this. So John Jameson, Jeanette Jameson. It tells us you have made changes to the database. Roles affected 1. How do we know? It's increased the customers to 92 records. But then we need to find out. How do we find out? We go back to running the select statement. So I believe we are all familiar now with the syntax for select statement. Select all from customers. Now, the record we just inserted, James, is the last record. So we want the system to sort it in such a way that it is the last record that will display first for us. So select all from customers. Now we are now introducing what we call order by. We are ordering by customer ID. Ascending or descending. Ascending means from the lowest, descending of course from the highest. So the last number is the highest, the last record to be entered is the highest. So we use DEC and then we bring this back up here. Okay, so let's see. Select all from customers, order by customer ID DEC. So that is it. Customer ID John Jameson, Jeanette Jameson is the first now because we said it is sort by customer ID descending. If we say sort by customer ID ascending, ASC, this 92 record, this 92nd record would not be visible until we scroll down. So it starts from 1 and we scroll down to see the last record, which is John Jameson. So that is all for today. In subsequent lectures, the next lecture to be precise, we will be talking about the delete statement, and then we'll be talking about joins, inner joins, outer joins, and other forms of joins. Thank you for staying tuned. Bye.